Nvidia, the world's most valuable tech company, just got something it has been lobbying for months. The US has now cleared the way for Nvidia to sell its advanced H200 AI chips to China. Remember, until recently, selling top-tier chips to China was banned on national security grounds. And now the US says, go ahead, but we take 25% of the revenue. Let's break down why the deal is controversial and whether China even wants Nvidia's chips anymore. Firstly, what changed? Previously, Nvidia couldn't sell its most powerful chips to China. Washington argued that letting China access leading-edge AI hardware could strengthen surveillance, censorship, and even military capabilities. So advanced GPUs like Nvidia's H100 and H200 were restricted. But now Donald Trump says he's giving approval, publicly announcing it on Truth Social, saying Nvidia can ship its H200 chips to approved customers in China under conditions that protect national security. And he added something stunning, that the US government will take 25% of the proceeds, more than 15% previously talked about. He even hinted similar deals might extend to AMD and Intel. For Nvidia and its CEO, Jensen Huang, this is a massive win. He has visited the White House multiple times, attended AI summits, and met with Donald Trump directly and committed to investing $500 billion in AI infrastructure in the US. So you can see the relationship here: political access, economic leverage, and strategic technology. So why are politicians worried then? Not everyone is celebrating. Some US lawmakers, including key Democrats, say that this move could empower China's AI industry. Senators argued that selling such powerful chips risk accelerating China's surveillance systems and military AI. They even wrote to the Commerce Secretary urging him not to trade away America's national security. So this isn't just a trade decision, it's a political fight over who controls the future of AI. Now, let's look at why Nvidia wants back in. Firstly, it's about money. China was once Nvidia's single biggest AI chip market. But after US restrictions, Nvidia went from 95% market share to almost zero in China. Huang publicly called the ban a strategic mistake, and for good reason, as China is the world's second largest economy and wants compute power to build AI models. Just reopening that door, even partly, could mean billions of dollars in revenue. Remember, Nvidia is worth over $4.5 trillion now, and access to China could push that further. No wonder, Nvidia said, we applaud President Trump's decision. But just because Nvidia can sell the H200, does China even want it? And that leads to the next question. Why might China say no thanks? Recent reports suggest that Beijing may limit how these chips enter the country, even if Washington allows exports. Why? Because China has been aggressively trying to reduce dependence on US technology. Huawei is catching up fast. Nvidia CEO himself said that Huawei's AI chips are probably comparable to the H200. Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu are developing their own models with a mix of old Nvidia chips and domestic hardware. China collected a large supply of Nvidia GPUs before the ban and is now depending more on its own chips. Analysts say the Chinese industry is rapidly scaling, and locking into Nvidia's could be risky long-term bet, especially with US geopolitics swinging widely between the ban and permission. So, even if the door is open today, China may walk through it only cautiously. On the other hand, there's also a case for why China might still buy. And this is important, as the H200 chip is far more powerful than the H20, the lower-powered China-only variant that US restricted earlier. Remember, China also faces ongoing chip shortages, limited access to top-end manufacturing tools, performance gaps versus Nvidia, AMD, and TSMC, And so for companies like Alibaba or Baidu, access to H200 hardware could accelerate AI development dramatically. This deal signals something bigger. The US isn't just protecting technology anymore, it's starting to monetize it. A government taking 25% of AI chips' profits is unusual. Some call it innovative, others call it legally questionable. Either way, it's a glimpse of what AI geopolitics might look like. And there's still one unanswered question. Who gets to decide how the world's most powerful AI tools are traded? Tech CEOs, government, or the market? Because the chips Nvidia sells today could power tomorrow's breakthroughs or tomorrow's surveillance states. So, Nvidia gets access, the US government gets revenue, and China gets leverage, or maybe declines it. But the stakes are much bigger than one chip sale. This is about who leads AI and who gets left behind. And if decisions like this continue, we are not just watching a trade story, we are watching a global power shift unfold in real time.